I've been following it. I think I read a bit about it, but I think it's quite unfortunate that we don't treat our talent right, the people who represent us on a much higher level. Miss Namibia is supposed to be something that is really, really big and huge around the world. Not only Miss Namibia, but all other, misses of their countries. And so with ours not being paid fully, being emotionally abused, and all of those things, I think that a change needs to be done, and something needs to happen in order for the women to really, really be able to shine and sustain at a higher level. When they go represent us at Miss Universe, they go represent at any other, international pageant, I think they can put out their best. But with all the maltreatment going around, I don't think it's fair and it's right to put somebody in that situation.
Last time we had a beauty queen was Michelle McLean, which was a long time ago in the 1990s, which is far. So we need to give all the support. If it means someone going to represent the World Beauty Pageant, she should go with a makeup artist, a stylist, everybody. Like sponsors should come and just pitch in, and everybody goes to the person who knows what they're doing.
So I've judged Miss Namibia quite a few times. I've also hosted Miss Namibia quite a few times. And I don't want to join the current conversation that is about what Miss Namibia, the problems with Miss Namibia. I think Miss Namibia, yes, as a pageant, we have problems. And we've had these problems for a long time, and we should have fixed these problems for a long time. I've always been concerned, honestly, about the presence of South Africans in regards to the pageant, the organizing of the pageant. I know the people well myself. I do rehearsals. If I do Miss Namibia, you have to do countless rehearsals. So I know the teams that I've worked with. I know the clothing. I know the designers are even South African. And I think for me that was always a challenge. That it was not completely something at home, for people at home, to empower, all Namibians. And maybe that's where the problems, are. So basically take the competition and say, from the designer perspective, who are the Namibian designers that you want to align to Miss Namibia? If you say the filmmakers, who are the Namibian filmmakers that you want to align? Make it a truly Team Namibia effort, rather than this thing where, yes, she is Miss Namibia, but really essentially the competition is almost a little bit run as a fifth province of South Africa type of approach. That's how I felt about it.
Well, I think it's probably because of the biasness of those international judges, because I'm sure that Namibia is having one of the best beauties, not just Namibia per se, but Africa. But nonetheless, that was just a joke. I think everything has competition. And sometimes it has to do with the preparation, it has to do with the costumes, it has to do with how we prepare our ladies as well. Because many a times in Namibia, one of our biggest challenges, we expect results. But do we actually put in effort to get those results? Do we enable our people to have the necessary confidence, stand up there on stage, being able to answer questions? Do you understand? So I think Namibia should become a society where we support the journey and not necessarily only the destination.